Hey everyone, how's it going? Sinnoh remakes are on the way. Generation 4 is by far my favorite era of Pokemon. I grew up with Diamond and Pearl and I truly couldn't wait to see them remake these games. In all honesty, I'm not in love with the graphical style, but we can't worry about that now because there's no changing it. I'm sure that these remakes are going to be fantastic, a wonderful revisitation to our childhoods and this amazing region. Plus, we still have the big one coming out next year, which hopefully will be the Breath of the Wild for the Pokemon series. Graphics aren't everything, but if we're going for a simpler graphic style, then there should definitely be a lot of content to make up the difference. We're talking new and returning features bursting at the seams. Perhaps the greatest feature they could add to this game that would make logistical sense would be Mega Evolution. While we don't have much to go on to say there will be Megas in this game, it would be a fantastic feature to incorporate, especially to diversify this faithful remaster. Any new Megas introduced in this game could also carry over to Pokemon Legends, so they would be a worthwhile inclusion. So today I'm going to give you 5 Pokemon that I think should get new Mega Evolutions in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. For each spot on the list, I'll provide my ideas on how that Pokemon could change both in terms of design and typing. This list will not be exclusive to Pokemon introduced in Generation 4, but we will stick within the Sinnoh Dex. We only have this time to speculate before they either crush our dreams or affirm our hopes when it comes to Mega Evolution in this game. So let's talk about it. Here are 5 Pokemon that I think should get new Mega Evolutions for Sinnoh remakes. At number 5 we have Luxray. This underrated and often forgotten Pokemon from Sinnoh has such high potential for Mega Evolution to breathe new life into it. If you asked anyone who played the original games, I'd be willing to bet that they had one of these bad boys carrying their team. Shinx being available at the early game really secured itself a spot on most Sinnoh teams once it evolved into this fierce Thundercat. Most people who played Diamond and Pearl also finished the game with a Luxray. Seeming as that trend would probably continue for the remake, a Mega Luxray would really be worthwhile based on how many people would be using it. Luxray's main draw for Mega Evolution is giving it an attribute that always felt missing. You guessed it, the Dark typing. Luxray is commonly confused for a Dark type, but simply is not one, being purely electric. Sure, you can make the case that the Dark typing doesn't necessarily reflect Luxray's personality, but I wouldn't worry about that. If you ask me, Luxray should be a Dark Electric type, and a Mega Evolution is the perfect opportunity for that. For the design, I could see them drawing inspiration from the Sphinx. When taking a look at Shinx, specifically the name, it seems like this evolutionary line might have already been inspired by the Sphinx. With a Mega Evolution for Luxray really exaggerating those themes, they could bring this concept full circle. A Sphinx-inspired Dark Electric Mega Luxray really sounds awesome, and I hope they do it. Next up is Weevil. Weevil is one of those Pokemon where you kinda wonder how they never got a Mega Evolution during Generation 6. When you get to Pokken Tournament, you fully expect her to have a Mega Evolution Burst mode, but it's just not there. Seeming as Pokken Tournament was able to show us just how intimidating and powerful Weevil can be, I think she's the perfect candidate for a new Mega. The Ice typing paired with Weevil's Sharp Claws always makes for a chilling combo. Now imagine what a redesign exaggerating all her pre-existing features could bring to this game. With Sneasel as the predecessor, this is only a 2-stage evolutionary line. With a Mega, they could fulfill the potential for this evolutionary line without taking any relevance away from Weevil herself. Weevil already has 2 types, being Dark and Ice, so the typing wouldn't change. However, the design is where the most potential lies. I kind of see a Mega Weevil falling in line with the art style of Sonic the Hedgehog. Maybe they'll even take inspiration from Shadow. Taking the red crown and turning it into long spiky hair, and giving her even sharper claws with a hunched over Pharaoh look seems like a great direction for Mega Weevil. This classic Gen 4 Pokemon is a glaring omission for the Mega Evolution roster. If Game Freak decides on doing new Megas for this game, Weevil should be one of them. Alright, real talk. How did Milotic not get a Mega Evolution in Generation 6? It was such a heartbreaker to see the opportunity pass by such a well-designed Pokemon. Perhaps all hope is not lost, as Sinnoh's champion Cynthia holds a fierce Milotic on her team. What better way would there be to make this fight even more frustrating than to give Cynthia a stronger than ever Mega Milotic? I'm sure as I'm saying all of this, you're picturing your own fantastic, majestic creatures in your head for what Mega Milotic could be. A really cool concept could be this giant mystical sea dragon that could fly in the air with the wings of her hair. Add the fairy type along with that and I think you really got something special. With all of these components, I think they can make one of the greatest Pokemon designs ever. This is the exact reason why Megas need to come back. There's too much potential for all old Pokemon to get crazy redesigns. Let Mega Milotic be the graceful return to Megas in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Man, what an amazing concept for a Pokemon Darkrai is. A ghastly creature of the night that haunts people in their nightmares. Imagine how threatening and horrifying a Mega version of that Pokemon would be. We already know that he's hiding more than he lets off. I mean, look at those slender legs. If these were out all the time, I think he'd be too terrifying for the games. For design, I'm picturing a taller, sharper Darkrai that utilizes its legs. I would also really like to see it use some of its reality-bending powers from Pokken Tournament. Speaking of Pokken Tournament, in Darkrai's full burst mode, there's actually a pretty big monster that stands behind him. Maybe that could be his Mega Evolution. In terms of continuity, well, this would be perfect. We already know there was a Darkrai story event in the original games, but new players can't access it anymore. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl needs to include this Darkrai event. And one way to really spice it up would be to encounter a more powerful Darkrai than ever before. This Pokemon has story reasons to get a Mega, and of course sick design potential. If there are new Megas in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Darkrai's gotta get one. And my number one pick is Infernape, and Empoleon, and Torterra. Yep, I want all three starter evolutions to get new Mega Evolutions. I don't think that's too far-fetched, considering that's what happened in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with the Hoenn trio. If there are new Megas in this game, then what better candidates are there than the three Pokemon that are almost guaranteed to be used in every playthrough? Even besides that, this evolution trio is one of the best in the Pokemon series. These three have been revered for years, and I would love to see all of their designs brought to the next level. In terms of design, I actually think there's a way to connect themes between all three, and that would be the theme of royalty. Of course, the obvious one is Empoleon, being an Emperor Penguin. Taking Empoleon's already regal design further, they could give him an actual trident to wield and a fur coat like Leon's. Torterra has the earth on his back, so in a way you could say that he's the king of the world. Making his back an even stronger representation of the earth he carries would be a really great way to stress him being the king of the world. And for my personal favorite, Infernape. Infernape already has a crown of burning fire and gold surrounding his body. With a new Mega Evolution, Infernape gets a full royal suit of golden armor fit for a king. I know I'd be using that for my playthrough. A royalty theme for the Sinnoh starter trio would be an amazing way to enhance the starter experience. Overall, I think new Mega Evolutions in this game would really elevate the remake beyond its graphics. We can only hope for now that there are plenty of amazing new additions to this game. Either way, I cannot wait to play Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and experience Sinnoh all over again. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. What Pokemon would you pick to get new Mega Evolutions if they were in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.